Hello everybody, Simon Fraser here from Hot Numbers, and today we're going to be talking about the AEROPRESS, a fantastic way to brew. Oh God, let me try. Keep it rolling.
Oh well.
Hello everybody, Simon Fraser here from Hot Numbers, and we're going to continue our brew series, and today we're going to feature the AEROPRESS. Fantastic way to brew excellent filter coffee at home. So we're going to run through this today with you, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So here we are. One AEROPRESS. We're going to start with some good quality coffee, and we have some here. We've got a great coffee here. This is a washed coffee from Colombia, PLANADAS, so we're going to use this to brew some lovely coffee. We have a zipped cord here to keep the coffee fresh, and a little seal here just to seal it back up when you finish. So as of before, we're going to start with 16 grams of coffee, this time bean form. So I like to grind my coffee every time before I serve it. Keeps it fresh. Stop the oxygen getting to it. So yeah, we're going to put 16 grams in here. Got our trusty ACAIA scales. Taking a while, isn't it? Nearly there. So, 16 grams. Now, the sort of grind we want from this coffee is it's going to be more on the fine side actually. So we're going to still have a filter grind, but it's going to be slightly finer than we did for the paper filter, just to get a bit more strength into that. So we've got our beans here. We've got a fantastic piece of engineering here, the COMANDANTE grinder, German made, a precision piece of engineering here. Get quite excited about this. So we didn't start with any beans in this grinder. We weighed out 16 grams and we're going to grind until they're all gone. Then we know we've got the correct amount. So there's no retention in this grinder. It's a burr grinder, and we're actually going to do a whole series on grinders and the pros and cons of grinders, so watch out for that one. But for now, I'm just using one of my favourite grinders at home, the COMANDANTE. Takes a while, but worth it. Good things come to those who wait. Every last bean. So this is somebody's hard work. You want to get every single bean out of this. So yeah, there we are. Last one. Last one. So great. My nice coffee in here. Next, for the AEROPRESS. So I'm going to use the inverted method here, which means that we're actually going to tip this upside down, stand it on its base. We're going to put a paper filter, so we sell the filters separately as well, in Hot Numbers or wherever you want to buy them. Paper helps to filter all the oils out, so it will give a nice clean taste to your cup. You can also buy you can buy some metal filters as well. I've seen they're pretty good. You'll get more oils coming through the metal filter than you will the paper. We have these now, so we're gonna use one of those. But we're gonna start by putting our coffee in. So we bring the syringe until it's about 1 centimetre in. We're gonna tip our coffee in there and take our water, which is gonna be just off boil, as it was before. We're nearly there, just going to wait for about another 5 degrees and then we'll use up. But the beauty about the AEROPRESS is it's very simple, it's easy to take travelling with you, and it's not messy at all, so it's very clean. You can quickly, when you finish with this, you can just discard it straight into the bin, which we'll show you. So yes, we invert that. We've got fresh coffee in here. And our brew water. So there we are. I like to filter the top here. So yeah, we've got about 250 grams in there. So just top that up a little bit more. Now we've got some bloom on the top of our coffee, sign that the coffee is fresh. If you don't get any crema or oils on the top of your coffee, it shows that the coffee is old, so hopefully you won't get that with Hot Numbers coffee. Nice and fresh, we've ground it fresh, so here we are. I'm just going to give that a quick stir, just to mix that all around. And again, just allow that coffee to steep so that the water extracts the oils from the coffee. That's ultimately what we're doing when we're drinking any coffee, we're extracting the oils from the coffee. As the crema settles a bit, I'm just topping up again, so yeah. Now, got our paper filter here. I'm just going to place that on the top. There we go. And I like to use a stainless steel milk jug. What we're going to do is, when we're ready, we're just allowing that to brew. We're going to then use the plunge. It's like a big syringe, and we're just going to use pressure to force the coffee back through into the jug. So, good thing about this method is it allows you to grind finer because you're using pressure. So a lot of people say it's a bit like a hybrid between an espresso and a filter coffee. Because you can grind, because you're applying force, you can actually grind your coffee finer. So it depends how strong you like your coffee, but it gives you that option of grinding finer. And actually, I mean, it's a very easy coffee at home. So we're ready now. I'm going to invert that over to the jug, and just very slowly, I'm not applying much force here. You don't need to go silly with this, so just slowly does it. Slow and steady until we've plunged all of this down. Again, a nice ritual, just like the V60. There's no right or wrong with these methods. Some people prefer the AEROPRESS, some prefer the V60. Just depends on what you like. So, again, a no-nonsense approach. That's the coffee. So, we have Colombia, El PLANADAS, and beautiful coffee. It's a washed coffee, so it should be nice and clean, with, especially with the paper filter as well. Give us a nice clean cup of coffee. And yeah, a quick way to brew nice coffee at home. So one of the best bits about the AEROPRESS afterwards is the fact that it's a no-nonsense approach, it's not messy. So you take off the end cap and you literally plunge straight into the bin. That's it, and you just rinse the plunger. This has got a rubber plunger at the end, so you just rinse it under the tap. You're good to go. So very simple, good to take travelling, good for coffee at home. Not too much money, it's under £30. We sell it on the Hot Numbers website. Again, scales, filtered water, got your papers there, and fresh Hot Numbers coffee, of course. So, and a grinder. If you can afford a grinder at home, and again, not too much money, but a good burr grinder from about £30, I'd invest in one of those if you can. But yeah, here's the AEROPRESS, and here is a lovely cup of coffee. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Hot Numbers. Probably the best part about this is, if I can just say, I'll need to do this again, this last bit, but it's quite important because I can plunge this coffee into the bin, right? I want to show them that, and then rinsing it under the tap with that camera probably, because that is the best part about this.